So I recently got back from a cruise with Princess, and I thought I would share my experience with you, what I liked, what I thought they could improve on, and some tips I have if you'll be sailing with Princess as well. Hi there, my name is Katie and I'm the owner of Imagine Travel. And on my channel, I talk about all things travel. I share tips and tricks and discuss my favorite destinations and give you recommendations for how you can make the most out of your next vacation. So if that's something that interests you, please give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit that red subscribe button below. So today I want to share with you the experience I had last month aboard the Regal Princess. Let's get started. Now the best place to start is embarkation day. I found this to be a very easy process. We were actually able to pick the time we wanted to board the ship from the Princess Medallion app, which also allowed us to check in prior to arriving to the port, and I found all of that to be pretty seamless. Now speaking of the Medallion app, the Regal Princess has been upgraded to a Medallion class ship, which makes cruising so much easier. Not only was check-in a breeze, but the Medallion acts as your key card to get into your stateroom. You can also use it to charge items to your account like your drinks or purchases you make from the shops. It also acts as your locator so you can find people within your group. And when you order drinks or food, the staff can easily find you. Now the journey view is also on the app, and this is where you can find all of the different activities for your journey. Now to be totally honest, I think that there are some things that they could improve on with the journey view. First, the journey view is not easy to navigate on your phone. You have to scroll up and down and back and forth, and I just wish it were a little more user-friendly. Second, the ease of ordering food and drinks from outside of a dining area really wasn't that great. For example, I was at the salon getting my hair done one day for formal night and wanted to order a coffee. However, beverage service I was told was unavailable. I also found that to be the case in the pool area. Now, it's a great concept, but it just seems a little falsely advertised by claiming you can order a drink anywhere, but it excludes some very popular areas. I mentioned the salon just a moment ago, so let's dive into that next. Now, I booked a massage for late afternoon of embarkation day, and it did not disappoint. I'm not sure if you've had a massage at a resort or on a cruise ship, but I have often found that they are more than twice the price and not nearly as good as what I can get back home. This was not the case on the Regal Princess. Now, I always upgrade for a deep tissue because I'm a runner and I like that extra pressure, and the massage therapist aboard Regal Princess knew exactly what she was doing. She paid extra attention to the muscles that were tight and aching and spent less time in areas that we didn't need to focus on. Now, the spa itself was very clean and relaxing and had a zen-like vibe. And I also purchased 2 blowouts from the salon. Now, the first one I purchased, I actually booked it a week prior to boarding the ship. There wasn't a clear description on the spa booking platform what the service entailed, and I ended up booking the red carpet treatment. Now, I enjoyed it so much that I booked a second blowout for later in the cruise, and I just opted for the wash, dry, and style. And while both were great, to be totally honest, I didn't see much of a value in the upgraded red carpet treatment. Okay, let's talk about the ship itself. Overall, it was very clean and very well taken care of. The pool area was always packed on the 2 days we had at sea. And if you didn't save a lounge chair by 8 a.m., you were pretty much out of luck. Now, for a ship of this size and sailing at nearly full capacity, I felt that the pools themselves were a little small. The main pool deck, which was on deck 16, had 2 small pools and a few hot tubs. And there is an adult pool on deck 17, which has more of a relaxed environment than what you'll find on the main pool deck. The sanctuary is also located on deck 17, and this is a private pool that you pay extra for. And you'll need to make a reservation in advance, and you can do so for a half or a full day access. I was very impressed with the fitness center also on deck 17. I thought they had a nice variety of equipment and it was in really good shape and up to date. Now, for the most part, the service was excellent. Bartenders and servers were friendly and very accommodating. We did notice that the service poolside was hit or miss, as well as in the lounges in the evenings. Now, in those areas, the service was often slow, and I don't think it's that they weren't working hard, because they were, just maybe they were a little understaffed. The service in the main dining room was timely and friendly and warm and welcoming, but we did feel the service in our specialty restaurants we visited could have used a little bit of improvement. Now, for the most part, the food was very good. We tried to experience as much of the ship and food options as possible. And we did have dinner in the main dining room most of the evenings. And to be totally honest, I felt the food in the main dining room could use a little help. The pastas I tried on 2 different occasions were just overcooked and lacking in flavor. And I also felt that the starter options were a little underwhelming. I did like the options for desserts, and there was always an entree that I was looking forward to trying. I do wish though that there were more side dish options that weren't so heavy on starches and carbs. And one evening, we did try Alfredo's for dinner, and the salad and pizza were both exceptional. Now, Alfredo's is included in your cruise fare, so I highly recommend you give it a try. The other casual options, like the International Cafe and the World Market, also served high-quality meals. We found ourselves on more than one occasion getting the ham and cheese croissant from the International Cafes because it's open 24 hours. There was one evening we skipped the main dining room and went to Sabatini's, which is the ship's Italian restaurant. And for only $25, you can enjoy an upgraded Italian meal, which in my opinion was better than what was offered in the main dining room. There were several starter options that we wanted to try. The pasta was freshly prepared and cooked perfectly al dente. But our favorite part was the dessert. We got to try 4 of the most popular desserts on the menu, just in smaller versions, and they were all incredible. Now, we were lucky enough to get reservations for the chef's dinner at Lumiere, and for me, this was hands down the best experience I had on the ship. It's an upgraded meal, and they have a certain limited space available, and it was an experience worth every penny. It was $115 a person, which included the wine pairings, and the food was the best on the ship. The service was friendly, fast, accommodating, and if you have the opportunity to partake in this experience, please do so. I highly recommend it. Now, the Regal Princess offered many different activities for cruisers to partake in during sea days and in the evening. Everything from morning yoga to wine tastings, movie under the stars, trivia nights, and different game shows that cruisers could participate in. There are plenty of things to do on the sports court and various seminars available to attend as well. We especially enjoyed the Princess Fine wine tasting and then the musical performances in the evening. We found that there were so many different options, it was hard to fit everything in because there really is something for everyone. Now, there are several different bars and lounges on the Regal Princess, many serving the ship's standard bar menu. We really liked the Vines Wine Bar and then Crooners. Crooners was always packed, and I think part of that reason was because the performers there were unbelievably talented. Now, for me, the wine selection is very important, and Princess did not disappoint. Now, I was thankful that I purchased the Princess Premier Beverage Package, which included nearly all of the wines I ordered during the trip. There were just a few select wines that fell outside of the $18 a glass that was included in the beverage package, but it was worth it to me to spend the few extra dollars to enjoy a glass of Veuve Clicquot on formal nights. And there was one evening we did check out the ship's club, which is called Club 6. It was so much fun. We met a lot of cool people, and we did shut the club down, which is probably why we only went once. Our cruise was through the Mediterranean, and we were able to visit several different ports, and they were all very fun. We started off in Barcelona, sailed to Gibraltar, Marseille in France, and ended up with 2 spots in Italy, Genoa and La Spezia, and disembarked in Rome. Now, we did partake in 2 excursions with Princess, a tour in Gibraltar, which was a small group tour, and then a larger one, which started in La Spezia and took us through Tuscany. I thought they were great. They were organized and well thought out and planned out. Now, the disembarkation process with Princess was very similar to the embarkation, very smooth. We set our luggage out the night before, and then the morning of disembarkation headed to the lounge around 9, and our luggage color was called within minutes. From exiting the lounge to getting off the ship, grabbing our luggage, we found that the whole process took about 15 minutes. Now, it is worth mentioning that the average age of a Princess passenger is 57. So if you're looking for a cruise with more of a young adult vibe or for a family, I would look at other options. Overall, we had a great time on Regal Princess. So if you're interested in hearing more about cruise options or are ready to get your cruise booked, please give me a call or visit the link below. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.